what is up, my BBossBaddies and my Batman fellas? It is your girl Bosana, and welcome BBossArmy. So yes, finally, I am back with this nice guy video. I'm going to be talking about 5 things nice guys should stop doing. Now, listen, you guys, I know you guys want nice guys videos and things you guys should stop doing, manipulation videos, using videos, all those types of videos. I completely understand, but I've done so many of those videos, so it's like I'll bring them more out as more things I have to say come out. Does that make sense? So with that being said, I have 5 things today. I'm super excited to talk about it. Can't really say much because I'm ready to get into it. I do have 2 other channels, links down below. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Y'all want another version of this video or other videos you want to see, let your girl know. And first thing on my list is being quiet to put her in her place, to put her in check. So fellas, I don't care if you feel like you're too weak to tell a woman sit down, if you feel like that's being too mean, because the society that we live in, the world that we live in, women are always put in themselves, and they are just generally put in situations where they are doing things that they will not be doing if they were with an alpha guy that they respected, or a guy that's high value that they respected, not a simp, right? So you guys gotta stop being so afraid to let your girl know, or that girl that's supposed to be yours, letting her know what she should be doing as that position, as that role, as your girl now, or whatever she is to you. So a lot of you guys hold back so much, but there's guys out there that will be so ready to tell a girl, and she'll be willing to put up with what he's saying that she has to do, because yes, he has money and status. Those are gonna matter, but at the end of the day, they're still gonna stick up for themselves, because there's still guys out there that do have money and status that still don't know how to stick up for themselves, and they will be a simp. But if you don't have money and status, it makes it even 10 times harder for you guys. So that's just one thing you have to keep on the side, keep in your mind, you know what I mean? But I want to wrap up to simply say that it's as simple as, like, you know, girls walk around and get mad that guys are disrespecting them because they have nothing on, right? Maybe a mesh shirt, you know, titties all out, and maybe a string little piece thing on. I don't know what it is, but she has basically nothing on, right? And so a lot of girls will get offended that, hey, you know, you want to tell me I look like a snack, even though I look like a snack? You want to tell me I have no clothes on and I look good, even though I know I have no clothes on and I look good, right? A lot of girls will be so offended and defend themselves so quickly. And it's like, how could you when you know how you look? And so a lot of these guys out here, they're not going to be respecting these girls. They're not going to treat these girls as if they want to be treated, because they don't treat themselves like that. And so a lot of you fellas end up treating these girls how they say they should be treated. You treat them as a queen, as how you feel like she is to you. But not to clap to you guys, but this just to clap for everybody. We gotta wake up. Reality is, if you don't act the part, you're not it. So she's not acting the part. She ain't a queen. Okay? All right. Next thing on my list is getting emotional when she gets you in her feelings. Gets you in your feelings, I mean. So what you nice guys have to stop doing is getting in your feelings when she gets you in your feelings. I know you guys are obviously expected to get in your feelings, right? You guys do feel a way. Of course, you're going to go ahead. And oh, by the way, you guys, if you want me to say more points about anything like the last point, let me know. But we're going to go through these quick, because normally I do 3 videos. So since we're doing 5 today, we gotta get on out, okay? So now back to what I'm saying, getting emotional. You guys, I know you guys should be able to get emotional when something really hurts you, or when, you know, she's in your face, right? If she's calling you all types of names after you being vulnerable to her, after you being nice, after you being a simp, doing all these different types of things. Come on, simps, you guys can't be doing these nice things. Stop being a yes man. All these things I've been telling you guys to stop doing, you can't be doing these. But now when we're here at this point where you're still getting in your feelings and you don't know how to hold it back, even though you know you've been a good man, that still won't matter to her. If you can't hold your feelings back as a man, officially you are no man to her. And I'm sorry, I know it sounds harsh, because it's like, hey, well, what if I started saying something like that about a girl because a girl didn't have this or couldn't do this? Girls will get in their feelings. Absolutely. By nature, they go ahead and get in their feelings instantly, right? So it's like, that's just society. I'm not here to try to change it. I can't change it. And I don't think you guys should be as well. I'm so happy I have a rolling chair. Y'all seen how I slid back? I don't want to change it. Y'all want to change it? I don't want to change it. Y'all hear that truck honking? Anyways, so if you guys want to change it, you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck with these girls, going in circles, trying to figure out, what can I say to make her take in my emotions, make her see that she can't just cry and she can't be mad at me or look at me as a simp or as a weak man because I'm crying because she got me in my feelings, or I'm at a vulnerable place, or I'm feeling more emotional. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, girls will just look at you more weak and look at you of less than a man. I'm sorry guys, but that's just the truth. They look at you to basically cope with their emotions or their feelings. They want you to be the strong half. I know you guys probably need your girl to do the same thing or that girl to do the same thing later on, but I'm sorry you guys, the truth of the matter is when it comes down to you fellas, it's just maybe not gonna happen. Like, it's just, I'm sorry. I keep apologizing on the behalf of what you guys are going to go through. I'm being serious, you guys, because I already know how it's like, and I feel really bad for a lot of you guys' mental health, because I'm a strong believer of mental health is key in everything. And so if you guys don't have it right, please get it right first. Like, let's just dismiss being called a simp and all that. Mentally, y'all have to get it right, because emotionally, you have to be okay by yourself before even trying to be a part of a woman's life, especially trying to keep your feelings intact, keep your feelings together around her when she's already looking at you probably as a weak man, as a simp already. All right. Okay, next thing on my list is calling her every second you get. Fellas, not every second you get is meant for you to go ahead and call her. Yes, you're available, but those times that you guys are available is the times where you guys are supposed to go ahead and get on your purpose or be more on your purpose. Those are the times where you're supposed to improve yourself. Times where you're supposed to what? Elevate. So a lot of simps out here, instead what they do is take that time. It could be you, I'm sorry, maybe to stop it today. But what happens is a lot of times simps out here will go ahead and, you know what? I'm off right now. It's my lunch break. Let me call her. I know I called her at my last 10-minute break or 15-minute break, but I miss her. That's my baby. Your baby is not thinking about you and saying, I miss you. That's my baby. She's probably more saying, I miss my man. And that's not you. It might be the other guy. You might be the side. You get what I'm saying? Y'all have to stop sleeping. And a lot of simps sleep. They sleep in this fake fairy tale. Reality is not that. It's not that she wants this. It's not that you are this. It's not that you are on your purpose when you're calling her, when you have a second to do another thing that you could do to benefit from. You know what I mean? So yeah, you might be working and you guys will look at it and say, well, I am on my purpose. I'm still doing the right things. As a simp, I might be calling her, but that's the right thing to do in a relationship. Listen, fellas, if you don't have a girl that's relationship material, doesn't have the criteria, doesn't act on it, doesn't show you that, she is for the streets until otherwise. Stop trying to get her ahead of the line like, hey, let me help you get across or help you run across. Let me hold your hands. No. These girls, yes, they act like babies, right? I act like a big baby all the time. I already know it. You know what I mean? I know it. But I'm just trying to say, when I look to my man, I look for him to make sure that he's strong. And I know it's tough. I try to be there, of course, for him. It's tough still. So honestly, fellas, like, it's about being focused on you and looking up for yourself. And of course, when you find somebody, a woman that's for you, hopefully she could appreciate the time you do call her on your break so you can check up on her or catch up real quickly or get each other's feelings out or stress out. A time to just actually have a moment, a different type of intimacy. You know what I mean? Like, those type of things, unfortunately, it's not going to happen in today's society. Being a simp, you guys might feel like, well, it's the right thing to do. I am doing the right things. I am being a right man. But unfortunately, for today's society, there is almost no right man for a woman. And I'm being honest. This balance that girls really keep trying to ask and keep finding in men, even when there is balance nowadays, girls don't even have it in them. So they can't even keep it up, keep that relationship going. You get what I'm saying? So, I know you guys want to take the route of being a simp. And then if you don't want to take the route of being a simp, and I say you take that route of being a simp to be the nice guy or be a good guy, right? But I know when you don't take the route of being a simp, now you're going to be the opposite. And now she's going to hate you or say you're this and that. And then she goes and deals with the other guys that are like this and that. It's just a whole mess. You see? Yeah. So it's just better to not even try to be nice or be a simp about things and call her. She doesn't even care about that call. She's not most likely even worrying about you. She wants to know that you have other things that are more important, not her. But when you go ahead and make these things to be your important, this is how we'll wrap up with this one so we can get into the last two things. Last two things are more kind of simple, you know. Everything, you know, you can explain it to a certain degree. If you want more explanations or reasoning, let me know. But the last thing I just want to wrap up with the whole calling her every second. Fellas, you being a simp, you being on your purpose, it's about you always having that mentality 24/7. And then she has to go ahead and earn it or get it. So the times where girls want time from guys now, or they want a guy to be available, or the things that you guys are doing as a simp, a lot of things I already named, those things they are going to go seek in the guys that are not doing it. And that's because they can't get it from those guys, right? Those are the guys that are alphas, right? And you could, like I said in the beginning of the video, be a guy that is, let's say, a guy that does have money or some sort of status, or you might be better than the guys that she's dated. But if you start acting like a simp, right, for example, calling her on that lunch break every single time you get, or texting her, that already takes away you being a man. Same way when you start showing your emotions, like I said, she still will look at you and say, well, he's not a man in a second, so he's not a man to me. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. That's what it is, okay? Next thing on my list is dressing up to please her. What are you guys doing to dress up to please her? Like, you guys have to be your own person. And I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of women that actually fall in love for that quirky guy, that weird guy, that guy that doesn't dress like these other guys, that guy that has his own style and doesn't give a heck, right? Is completely confident, will walk in the room and say, hey, I know you guys see me, but not literally say it, but his swagger, his outfit, and it's not that he has to look expensive or nothing. It's the way he comes in. It's the way he carries himself, the body language, right? It's I don't mind my shoulders. I said can't do too much. But you guys, sirens, once again. Not once again, my other videos that happened. So to wrap up, you guys, you want her to fall in love. You want her to fall in love for you, for who you are, not for who you became once you became her man, her whatever. You don't want to change now that you're in her life. You want it to be, if anything, the other way around. Because when you guys come into these girls' lives, right, you guys are doing the right thing, being a nice guy, playing your part, whatever, doing the things that you would expect that would work, right? And when it does not work, right, when you go ahead and start dressing to please her, she comes into your life, and all you're doing is living up to her expectations now, up to her needs. Right now, if she has another guy or she has the ex and she's bringing those guys around or still talking to them, you're competing with them now. You don't even know it. You see what happens? You don't even know it. Now you don't even know yourself, because now you want to look like Josh and Bobby and Daniel, because Josh, Bobby, and Daniel all have a beard. Yeah. And they all wear tight clothing. Let's just say that. Yeah. But you don't have a beard. You have a baby face. You have, you know, eyebrows, right? That's hair. It's not a beard, but it's hair. You have maybe a little mustache, but it does not matter now if you look at it differently, fellas. That's where I want you guys to get to. You look at it you look at it as if, okay, well, hey, I love myself. I'm the prize. I'm the prize. I'm not a simp. I'm not a nice guy to a woman that's disrespectful. I just walk away, if anything. Right? You don't even need that type of drama. You don't even need to go back and forth with her or be rude and be so angry and try to prove a point. Nah, just leave. And simple as that. And the last thing on my list is going ahead and calling her fine, hot, sexy. Validation after validation. I have to leave this one for the last because a lot of you guys might know this, but it still has to be talked about. You guys, as a simp, the last thing you want to stay away from is validation, right? That's the last thing you even want to come near, because that's going to ruin it for yourself. So already, if you're coming to this, I just want to tell you guys, fellas, to wrap up, get all your checklists in. Figure out all the things that you can say, this is good, I got this going on. Bring it to the table. And the other things that you guys don't know if you should do or didn't have success with, right? Like being a yes man, going ahead and giving validation or compliments, changing yourself a little bit for her. All those things that you notice it never works, or you have have struggles with, try to save it at the end, because we are not perfect. You guys as a man, you're not perfect. So if you can't be the best man you can in the beginning, that's okay. But the best you can do is try to eliminate the things that will ruin it for yourself, to make you look worse or make you look like a simp and things like that, okay? All right, fellas, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. If you guys want another one, let me know. Y'all will see me in my next one. Bye, guys.